Welcome to this video. In this class, we are going to be doing a lot in our adventure of mastering Excel to report, write anything at all that has to do with companies, data and analytics, as well doing any kind of project in Excel. This Excel class, and you're welcome once again. So I want to do a brief recap on what this Excel is all about. Excel itself is like an application, right? So it's an application where you can do a lot of calculations and arrangement of data. When we talk about data, we mean numbers and letters, alphabet and numbers, and charts, figures, images, anything that has to do with graphical representation of a known fact or numerical representation, anything at all. Excel does it. So mastering the skill is a good thing, right? So this is the Excel interface. Now, normally to open Excel, you have to, locate where the application is. Locate where the application is and click on it. It will open, right? It will come to this place. Then you open it. This is the fresh page. This is the fresh page. And if you have something to type, how you type is you type into these cells. That is how to type. I have done a video on how to use Excel. So I believe if you see this video and you want to know how to start Excel, you should look at that video. It's in my channel too. It's in my channel. So I want to continue from here. So here now, this is information that have been typed into these boxes. These boxes are called cells. Okay, so if you want to type anything, you have to type it in a cell. Okay, that is that. So now I will need to explain further what Excel is all about. Now, if you look at this place now, you are seeing book 1. Excel somehow behaves like series, like a book. To understand it, just take your mind to any book, any notebook. That is what I'm talking about. Any notebook at all, just take your mind there. You see, inside the notebook, you can have pages. If you open it, if you flip the first page, you see other pages. Now, Excel has pages. The first time you open Excel, the first interface is page 1, but Excel does not call it page, right? It calls it sheet. That is this thing. You see this tab here. This is sheet. This is sheet 1. It means you can have sheet 2, you can have sheet 3, and all of that as you wish. So how do you create more sheets? That is, if you want to have many more pages inside one book. This Excel now entirely is the book, for instance. Now, before I show you how to create more sheets, let me show you this thing. Now, if you look at this place now, it's called book 1. That is default name that Excel gives the first sheet. It's supposed to have many more than one sheet, but the first time you open Excel, it gives it name book 1. No, I can change it from this book 1 to something customized to you. To do that, you go to File, click on Save. Click on this Save. It will bring up this interface. Then click on Browse. Browse it will take you to your computer file explorer, directing you where you want to save this Excel project you are working on now. Where do you want to save it? So all these things are places where you can install them in your system. I prefer my own to be saved here on desktop, so you can just choose anywhere preferable to you. You can as well create a place in your desktop anywhere you want to save from. If you want to be organizing your works or your Excel works inside a particular folder, you can just create it from here. You can just create something here, create a folder here, and name it Excel project works. Enter. Now this is a folder. Now you have created it here. You can now go back to your Excel, right? So you were here, you go to File, click on Save, click on Browse, and it may not open to your desktop, the place where you came from. Now when you open when you created your folder, what you do is to navigate to it. So this I created it on desktop. I could have created it on the documents, download music. All these things are places where I have the liberty to create folders on, but I choose to create my own on desktop for my own preference. So you can choose to create anyone. So I've created on desktop and I named it Excel project. So I'm looking for it now. Okay, this is it, Excel project works. I want to save this thing here. Book. Remember, the default name for Excel is book 1. So I want to save it inside this place. Okay, yeah. This is the one I created before, but I just created this one now. Excel project works. So if I click on this thing now and click open, it will save this Excel work. This is Excel work. It will bear this name inside this folder, but I don't want it to bear this name. I want to change it to first project. Then after changing the name, I can now click the Excel folder that I've created in desktop. Click it once, or if you click it twice, it will save automatically. It will just save. But if you click it once, click on open, it's what will happen. See that it opens the folder, that Excel project work folder, and nothing was there. Nothing has been there before I open. Nothing is there, just empty. This is the first thing entering here, so that is why there's no item here. But had it been there were things inside this folder, Excel project work, as I open it, it will have be showing other items in this place. So I can go ahead and save it. Now it has changed from Excel, from book 1 to first project, right? So that is how to save your work. Now if I go back to my desktop now, I'm seeing this thing. This is the work. This is a folder that I created. I double click it, it will open. This is the Excel work that I saved recently. All right, let's go back to Excel. So now to create, we're going to do a lot of things. So now if you look at this place now, this is sheet 1. Like I said before, this Excel behaves like a book. This first place now is page 1, but because it's sheet 1, to add more pages, in other words, more sheets, you add by clicking on this plus icon here. There's this plus icon here, just click on it. You see, it has opened another page, another sheet. Page is a layman understanding terminology, but in technical skill terminology, it's actually called sheet. So that by default, that's why it's calling it sheet. So you can also click back the place where you were, the sheet 1, sheet 2. You can create more sheets depending on what you want to do. So you can choose to organize a certain kind of data here, open this page, organize another kind of data here, open this one, and they will be inside one project. First project, this work, all of them, all this work now will be inside here. So even when you close it and open your Excel work from your folder, it will have all the sheets you created together. So that's the beauty of Excel, one of the beauties of Excel. So right now we can do a lot of things here now. All these sheets, you can customize this sheet to your personal interest, any name you want to give it to. You can right click. All these things are what you can do on this sheet. You can do a lot of things on this sheet. If I right click here, all of this is what I can do. But for now, I want to go straight to renaming. So let's rename. I want to change it from sheet to something like monthly pay, right? I'll click on the next one. It has renamed. If I click on the next one, I can still rename this one to quarterly it's not quarterly. Let me spell it. Quarterly pay. Anything at you want to name it. You can do the same to this, do the same to that. Just anything you want to rename. You can name this sheet depending on what you. It can be another way of renaming this thing. You don't need to right click before you be able to click. You must not come here before you be able to rename this thing. As you are here, you can double click on this sheet. 1, 2. You see that you can delete the name now and write new name like timetable, something like my timetable, my daily schedules. Enter. It will save. Have you seen it now? So you have monthly pay, quarterly pay, my daily. You can go ahead and depending on anything you want to use each of the pages, each of the sheets you do, that is the name it should bear, so that you can easily. It's a way of organizing data. That is what Excel is for. Organizing data is the way of organizing data. So that is that. So another thing you can also do is, like I say, if you right click, you can do a lot here now. So the next thing we're going to do here and move to the next thing is to change the color. We can change the color of this tab now by going to this place, tab color. You can choose any color here. You can see it's reflecting here. You can choose to give it any color. It's just for customization. You can choose to give your work a beautiful look, so that when you open it, it will speak excellence, right? So there's no color that is bad, just at random. See that? So these are the colors for monthly pay. This is the color, quarterly. That is that. So next time we come, we'll double on all of this. All right. So right now we're going to organize the data very well. This is not looking good. This is company's information. Now it's time for you to arrange it. First of all, you can see something. If you look critically, you can see that some informations are not really showing. Like it's not well organized. So first thing first, what we do is to try to organize this data. So how do you do it? Just look at, it's not really arranged well. It's not looking good. So let's shift this. You can see scattered. Let's shift this. Let's shift this. Now, instead of doing it one after the other, if you have 1,000 columns, you're not going to be doing all this thing one after the other. So the best thing to do is to highlight all of them. Highlight all the cells at once and shift it. So how do you do that? You click on this this region, click on it, this shaded region here, everything here will be highlighted. So you go to one of the columns, one of the upper column here, just shift it. Okay, this is diminishing it, so let's increase it. It's affecting all of them at the same time, so that it's expanding. So until we are okay with what I'm saying, I think we are okay. Let's shift it again small. All right, this is it. Okay, we have this now. All right, this is a company information where all the company workers names are written, their departments, their base salary, allowances, the tax from their salary, performance score, date joined, and we want to organize data. So how do we organize it? That's what we want to do now. First of all, we need to give a caption to this information. I want to give it a caption so that if we are showing it to a manager, it will be presentable. Right, so how do we do that? So it's just by typing. Okay, now I want us to have more space up here. There should be more space after this one. I want to have more space, but since there is only one, what do? I have to add more rows. As I highlighted this one now, what I will do is I will right click and go to add, insert. You see that another row has been added. Yeah, so that it will enable me to type here. I want to type the caption. So I want to give this work here a caption so that if a manager or HR sees it, or anybody I'm reporting to sees it, he or she will be able to know what the table is all about. So that is the reason why I am looking for space here. So let me add more space so that I can have more freedom. Insert. Okay, I think I'm all good with this now. All right, so I want to type the name of this. What will be here is employment, payroll, and performance score. Employment, payroll, and performance score. So we're going to type that. Employment, payroll, and performance score. So right. So this is the name of the table, but if you notice, it's on different. I want us to join these cells because we have long names. So I want us to join these cells here so that we have this cell on top of this our information. I want us to join them so that it will be like a vacuum for where as our name this company's this title is. So yeah, so that's what I want us to do now. Okay, to do that we have to highlight the cells we want to merge. It's called merging. I want to highlight it, then go back to this place, click on merge and center, so that all the cells are highlighted. So that is how to merge it. So let's start merging. Okay, now we are going to make this data now, first of all, to look like a table. So I want to put it in a table. Yes, how to do that? So we are going to highlight all the information here. See that it's highlighted. Good. Now we'll go back to this place. and all these are what we use to give to draw line on the cells borders. Bottom border, it means only this part will be drawn. See that only this part is drawn. Okay, let's demonstrate it here. Let me just highlight this place. If I open here, bottom, only this part, the top button is drawn. If I click on top is drawn, just like that. Left, right, left, but border, right border. See that? But this is going to be very boresome, one after the other. If you highlight something, you can easily just use all border. Outside borders is just something like this. Now, all borders is both the inside and outside. Look at it. See the difference. See that? So that is it. So we are going to use that technology here. So we highlight all of this and give it all borders, and it's completely like that. So I want to just remove this one so that we have a neat data. So to do that, we are going to use no border to delete all the borders we have. That's how to remove border you have drawn. Okay, I want to shift this one here, so that. Okay, another one is changing of font. You see, the font of this is not the same thing. This is Calibri, while this is Times New Roman. So let me change it to Times New Roman. So that, and I can also apply thickness, give it thickness. You know what we are doing is styling cells, how to make information look neat. Also, this is not, I want it to be in a straight line, so let me shift this. Okay, we are going to arrange everything one after the other. Next is, let's centralize all the information. Let's centralize all of them. So we are going to highlight all of them like this and use center alignment. See that they're now in the center. So we are making progress. So I want to increase the cells of this. So I like it big. So this is what I did. I highlighted all the cells and I put my cursor here until it changed to cross, and I click and hold and drag. It's affecting all the cells at the same time. So I like it big like this. I don't want it that small. So you can leave your own like that, but I want my own big like this. It makes it neat for me. So I want to give colors to each of these cells. So I want to color these guys. Let me highlight it. You see, this is a bucket painter or fill color. You can call it a fill color. It's called fill color. So if I click on this arrow head down, I'll see varieties of colors I can give to this my header. Now I like this color. Let me choose. Okay, this one is okay. This is liquid neat now. Yeah. Okay. All right, this is okay. So remember, we are trying to achieve something. To organize this data, format it very well. Now, part of the things we are going to do is, okay, mind you, if you are working on a cell, be saving. This is a saving icon here. If you take your cursor to it, don't press anything to bring out the name save. It's either you click on it to save, or use the short form, the shortcut Ctrl X. So if you clicking here, it will save. It's saving already. So this work now is already saved. It's saved now. So the next thing we're going to do now is Now look at this. This is amount. Say it can be naira or dollars, but it's not really written in a way it looks like money. Just 45000. It has to have comma where it has to look like money. Like 45,000 naira, 450,000 naira, something like that. So how do we do that? It's called formatting. Numerical formatting. How to formatting numbers. We can format numbers, we can format dates. But let's start with numbers. So let's highlight these numbers now. Okay. Now if you go to this place, this place now is where you can do a lot of things on formatting numbers. So let's open it and see what is there now. It's what is showing here general. It means that what the state of these numbers now, they are in general format. This general is another. It's a kind of format. Right? It's a kind of format. So if you open this arrow, it's another type of format. This is another type of format. So let's see number. Now they're already here. Number, there will be a decimal place there. Are we seeing it now? If you test run currency, are we seeing it's not looking like currency, like money? And this is what we want. But this is Nigeria, we're not using dollars. We have to use our Nigeria symbol. So how do you do that? You can either from here do it. You go to this place, more numerical format, symbols. What we want to change is currency, and the symbol is in dollar. So we'll change it to naira. These are symbols, numerical symbols. So we'll look for our own naira. This one is Igbo. Well, it's showing our naira, so we're going to use it. Whether it's Igbo or whatever, it's naira. So it's what we want to know, naira. So click OK. So it's affected all the numbers here. It's now in monetary form. The same thing to allowance. So we're going to do the same thing to allowance. So let's do it. Now, okay, let's do it. I want to do something now. Now, instead of going through all this long step, we can as well do it from here. Yeah, this place can as well do it from here. What I'm looking for is monetary, that is currency. Change this thing to naira. Whatever. Okay, remember to be saving. So that is it. So now if I have thousands of columns, I will not be doing one after the other. I don't have that time to be doing one after the other. So what I will do, I will just find a simpler way to do it. So what I will do now is I will just have to click on this guy. This guy is very important in Microsoft Word, not just Excel, both PowerPoint and Microsoft Word and Excel. Anything that is in this place, if I click here, anything here, the kind of formatting that is on this cell, and I click on this format painter, it will copy the formatting. Anywhere I touch, it will assume it will be formatted as the same, like this place I pick it from. Now let me click here. Have you seen it? Is this one I've entered? It looks like it's now formatted like this one. So it means I can as well do the rest like that. So I can just click here, and drag all of this. All of them will be formatted at the same time. Right? So that is how to format numbers. I can as well, we don't need to format this one, I can as well format dates. let me highlight all of this. Go to this place, date. This is what you can use to format date. Okay, this is also for time. Look at short date. Let's see. Okay, let's see long date. See that is showing the day and the month and the year. This is long date. This is what is called formatting numbers. You can choose to put any of these in fraction. Look at what it's looking like in fraction. In percentage, look at what it's looking like in percentage. But what we need here is just this one. Let's use short date. Okay, it was already in short date. Let's use long date. Right, so this is what is called formatting cells, kind of arranging it in a way it will make sense depending on what is being required. So this is the employee's ID, the name of the employee's department, basic salary, allowance, tax. Of course, all of this is monetary. Performance score and date they joined. Right, so this is the caption. Let's give this guy a beauty look. Let's give it a color. I think. Okay, let's give it this color. Oh no, it's not good. Let's give it. Like I said, no color is bad or good depending on the company's color. You can choose to format the table based on the company's brand color, so that it also looks nice. It will look nice. But if you notice, this our text is on the bottom, so we have to take it to the center, which is this alignment section. This is middle alignment. See that? So what we are doing now is formatting. It's called formatting actually. You can choose to increase the size of this employment payroll or change the font to something else. Let's say area bold. Okay, area black. Yeah, so let's use Motica. And let's increase the fonts. Let's use something like this. Yeah. So that if you open the work, you see this thing once. Employment payroll. Okay, payroll should be together. Payroll, right? So we're saving. So this is what is called formatting. You can also add more things. Maybe this performance score, we can choose to add decimal numbers. If you look at this place now, you can choose to add decimal numbers. Maybe if you look at this is to increase decimal places. Let's click on it. You see that it's going to add decimal number 1. If you click it again, it will be increasing, right? And if you look at other amounts here, they are in 2 decimal places, so it means there has to be in 2 decimal places. But we have mistakenly added 3. So what do? We're going to use this one to decrease it. This is to remove decimal numbers, like decimal zeros, to remove. You see that we are removing, we are adding. Okay, I think this title should be employment payroll, employees payroll and performance report stage, not score. We are going to do calculations. We are going to start calculations on next class on how to, using this table. We are going to see net worth, salaries, a lot is going to happen, both charts. We're going to take it step by step. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. This is very important. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.